Welcome into Tennessee Titans today. We are losing the sub battle this month of June against our Texans channel. We're down by about 8. The number might ebb and flow depending on when you're watching. Let's win. That way we can beat the Texans both on the field and crush them off the field. My language intentional there. Hit that sub button right now for more free Titans videos. Let's get into the latest on DeAndre Hopkins. There are some updates coming out over the last 24-ish hours from ESPN in particular. Hopkins, as I'm sure we all know, has had visits so far with the Titans and the New England Patriots. But since then, it's been mostly quiet from that perspective. Not a lot going on, and there's no reason for Hopkins to be in a rush either. Training camp is still about a month away. There's no urgent signing because he can learn whatever he needs to learn in training camp. Plus, there's only so many routes you can really run as a wide receiver. So 2 updates. First, this one from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. Training camp's not for a month. Not a lot of rush. No with the Titans, no with the Patriots. Both teams made it clear they have major interest in signing him. I am told there is some mutual interest and respect between the Patriots and Hopkins, that something could go down. You still have teams like maybe the Chiefs. If they could clear up some money later, closer to training camp, then they could get involved. There are some contenders there, but right now, he's staying put and waiting for the right situation. There's no update there on the Titans side of it from Jeremy Fowler. That was more of, hey, the Patriots and Hopkins had better talks. They could not get a deal done. Perhaps I'm reading too much between the lines, but that does not sound particularly like a positive update for the Titans' chances of landing DeAndre Hopkins. And that does raise some potential red flags for me in terms of where things currently sit. On top of that, there was another update technically from Sal Paolantonio, but Brad Steinberg actually had the news on. He was a Browns reporter. He says, while the Patriots sound like leaders, the Cleveland Browns and Carolina Panthers are still lurking on Hopkins for Sal Paolantonio. Now, there's been conflicting reports on how much interest there really is from the Browns' perspective, but that's 2 different reports, admittedly both from ESPN, that paint the Patriots as the front runner and the Titans as not the leader in the clubhouse among the 2 teams that have had visits. So I'm not super confident right now in terms of Tennessee landing Hopkins. What do you guys think? Do you think Tennessee will end up signing DeAndre Hopkins? Y for yes, N for no. This is going to be today's pinned comment. So if an ad happens to play here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. I would like to get Hopkins on this Titans roster. I look at what they have overall at receiver and I go, it's not the greatest. But between those reports, the overall buzz and just general gut feeling I got, not very convinced or confident he ends up signing. Make no mistake, I would like to be wrong on that. But I just get the vibe that Hopkins wants more. Probably more of a target share than he would be able to get in Tennessee, where there will be I assume, a heavy run-first option. More of a chance to win a championship. I think Tennessee can win the South or at least be a playoff team, but, Ryan Tannehill-led team is probably not among your top 5. I can understand when the Chiefs or Bills are. And he probably wants more money than what Tennessee so far is prepared to offer him. So for now, I wonder if this will just remain the Titans wide receiver core. Burks, NWI, Phillips, Racing. I've actually spent some more time here on Treylon Burks in a little bit. I would like to get DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to set my expectations a little bit lower than maybe I was earlier on in terms of maybe landing him. Would still be nice, but I'm going to temper them in the end. Now, the 4th of July is just around the corner, and you can rock the Titans this 4th of July with this awesome Titans USA themed t-shirt, I should say. It's actually on sale. Not all of them are on sale right now for the NFL teams. Tennessee's is. So get yours today, plus the Navy kind of matches the color scheme anyway. Looks fantastic. Chatsports.com/TitansUSA. That link will be in both the comment section and the description of today's show. But one more time for you, chatsports.com/TitansUSA. Let's go to Treylon Burks, as ESPN named one surprise standout for each NFL team, and their selection was Burks. Now, he struggled fairly heavily, more than I think we were all hoping for as a rookie, but make no mistake, this upcoming season, the Titans are still absolutely banking on Burks emerging as not just a good receiver, but probably more of a great receiver and becoming, if not a true full-end number one, at least showing more of the number one skill set than what he did previously. Here's what Teron Davenport, the ESPN Titans beat writer, said. There's a different swagger with Burks, who reported the team facility with a noticeably leaner build. The 2022 first-round pick is playing at a different speed from his rookie season. Burks, the difference this year is he's in better shape, and the numerous plays he made during OTAs and minicamp are evidence. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill has faith to throw Burks' way regardless of whether he is open or in tight coverage. Now, look, that's all great. We've heard that before. Not erroneous at all. Here's my question, though. Is this really a surprise standout? Your 2022 first-round pick is supposed to be a standout entering his second year. Like, it would be a surprise if he wasn't standing out. Regardless of last year not being good, he was a first-round pick. He's supposed to be emerging, entering year two, and prime for the, I would argue, significant breakout season he should have. So I have no complaints about hyping up Treylon Burks. I am all aboard that train. I don't know if surprise standout is how I would describe it, however. So when it comes to Burks, what is your confidence level in him entering this season? 1 to 10 is the scale we will use here. 1, of course, on the low end, but it's got to be at least a 1. 10 on the high end. Go vote for me right now. Where else but in the comment section. Now, SB Nation recently looked at 3 offensive tackles the Titans should pursue because they have a glaring need at swing tackle in their words. So George Fant, Juwan James, and Eric Fisher were the 3 names on there, and we'll break down all 3 of these guys in depth. But in general, I am inclined to believe that the need at tight end or offensive line and swing tackle is a real one, unless we're fully on board with a Dylan Radins or a Jalen Duncan emerging in their young careers here. So pick one of these 3 guys to sign. GF for George Fant, JJ for Juwan James, or EF for Eric Fisher. Again, we're going to go more in depth on each of these players, but you could probably have a decent feel for them, so pick one right now. Back to just the O-line in Tennessee here, right? Maybe Jamarco Jones can be that guy. Still think he's maybe more better as a swing guard or swing interior player. Dylan Radins kind of fits the same boat, I suppose. Both those guys have inside-outside flex. Jalen Duncan, maybe long-term, is your piece as the swing tackle, but he's also a 6th-round rookie, so he's not there. Let's begin with, I think, the best name on this list. That is George Fant, who's played left tackle, who's played right tackle, did not play very well, however, last year for the Jets, was much better in 2021, but had a bit of a down regression season. Of the veteran swing tackles, I do think Fant stands out. Not so much for what he did last year. The overall pressures aren't that bad relative to the snaps, but the sacks allowed were much higher than what it should be, in large part because, well, Zach Wilson tends to invite pressure. But I think Fant's the best name on this list. My least intriguing name is Juwan James. And the reasoning is he hasn't played football basically for 4 years. He's been really banged up. He's been a backup in Baltimore, got hurt in Denver, 24 snaps in 2022, 63 snaps in 2019. That's 4 years worth of like a game and a half worth of snaps. That's not someone I would really trust, despite some of the immense talent he did show 5 years ago in Miami. Then there's Eric Fisher, who in 2021, if you watch our Chat Sports coverage, you knew, hey, we had mentioned him a lot as a potential starter in Tennessee. Go sign him. Taylor Lewan's hurt, whatever. Didn't get picked up until the Dolphins added him, and then he never really played in Miami. Clearly, the NFL is not as high on Eric Fisher as they once were. I think that's why he spent such a long time being unsigned. I would wonder how much he really has left in the tank, but I think I'd rank them myself, Fant, Fisher, and James. That's it for today's show. If you have not already, please subscribe. YouTube.com/Titans Today. We'll give you more free Titans videos once you hit that sub button right now.